Today we have some starting entrepreneur motivation, the why be an entrepreneur characteristics. Because many people dream of becoming an entrepreneur but somehow don't. But some of us, like me, something begins to move deeply within us that causes us to really go for it as an entrepreneur. And so today I'm going to be giving you the 3 key characteristics that you might be beginning to experience yourself to have that are causing you to really consider becoming an entrepreneur. And if you've got all of these 3 in place, then maybe today's the day when you can declare yourself as having begun your path onto becoming a highly successful, wealthy entrepreneur. I am Dan Warburton, a transformational coach who's known for having enabled thousands of entrepreneurs and business owners to succeed in extraordinary ways. I've also got web spaces full of testimonials backing this up, and I'm often invited to speak to audiences of thousands around the world about what transformation makes possible. I now get to live an extraordinary lifestyle, and I want you to be able to experience the same. So let's go for it. Number 1 is this. Are you experiencing yourself to have this? Wanting to have freedom in your routine. Wanting to be able to wake up when you want, go to bed when you want, and do all those things. Could be the case, because the problem is, with most employment positions, we're at the beck and call of somebody else, our boss. And our boss says what time we have to be in, what time we can only leave, when we can have our holiday, and we need to apply for a holiday, and the times that we can go, and all of these things. And the problem is that can leave us experiencing a very, very restricted lifestyle. There's nothing like being an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you get to wake up when you want, go to bed when you want, and do anything that you want when you want. And that's very much my lifestyle now. And all the successful entrepreneurs that I've met, they would never, ever, ever go back to an employed position or some other kind of lifestyle, because they find that in being an entrepreneur, it's so freeing to be able to just take life in your own hands. You know, like last Friday, I felt a bit overworked, so I thought, I don't feel like working today. So I did. I just took a whole day off, and it was so easy to be able to do that. And I ended up meeting my girlfriend early, and we had a great time. I went for a walk, enjoyed some of the beaches around here, and absolutely loved it. But I couldn't have done that if I was in an employment position. So if you're really feeling like you want to have freedom in your routine and be able to wake up when you want and just have the freedom to come and go, then this is really a sign that you could be well on the way to choosing to become an entrepreneur. Okay, so now on to point number 2. A fulfilling lifestyle. You see, as an entrepreneur, once you get committed and you get focused and you take, got pens falling everywhere again here, and you take consistent action, bit by bit the results start to show. Once the results starts to show, you get this experience of like, it's working, it's happening. And the problem is that most people don't have that experience. Most people in their lives have this experience of not enough money, being constrained, as we were looking at number 1. They don't have a freedom and a routine. They've got to do things they don't enjoy, like hours and hours in a position they don't find fulfilling. And then in the end, most people are left with this experience that the rest of their life is looking like it's just full of that. It's full of an unfulfilling routine. And maybe as a startup entrepreneur or somebody thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, you're starting to dream about living a fulfilling lifestyle. And if that's the case, then this could well be the entrepreneur in you that's calling you forward. And if this is the case, then maybe it's time to begin having some conversations with some people that have become entrepreneurs and with some other successful entrepreneurs, or even a coach and a mentor, and asking them about how you might go about this. So now, on to number 3. Maybe you're feeling this. Maybe you would love to impact the world in an amazing way. One of my clients, her name was Vigyana, she was a really committed yoga teacher, but she didn't feel like she was impacting the world enough. And what she really dreamed of doing was having a yoga lifestyle clothing brand. And to make clothing that was for for people that practiced yoga, but yet that was made of fabrics that was organic and made in countries that currently didn't have employment positions, to be able to give them employment and to give them really good wages so that they could begin creating and living their own life as well. In the process, what she wanted to do was impact the world in an amazing way. She now owns a revolutionary yoga lifestyle clothing brand called Yoganica, and she got that up and running and beginning to become successful in about 6 months. And she'd never even sewed on a button before. So you can see, when you really choose to become an entrepreneur and you go for it, the kind of results that you can get. So if you're really feeling like you want to impact the world in a great way, then this again could be the entrepreneur in you that's calling you. And, you know, by the time you add all these 3 things together, wanting a freedom in your routine, the freedom to be able to wake up when you want, go to bed when you want, travel, do all these things, and also wanting to have a fulfilling lifestyle, a lifestyle where you get to do what you love every day, and then finally that you want to impact the world in a great way. If you're feeling these 3 things, then what I say to you is do it. You've got one life, only one life, so you've got to really make the absolute best of this that you can. Don't let anything stop you. Many people have become highly successful entrepreneurs. Well, I say many, some have, but the few that have become successful have simply done one thing different from everyone else. They've simply done this. Got in action. That's it. That's the only difference between all of those that succeed and those that fail. Those that succeed take action. They take powerful, consistent action until their results or their lifestyle is as they've always dreamed it to be, or even better. Well done for taking the time to watch this video. If you've got anyone you can think of who's dealing with anything like this, then let them know that they can contact me for insight. You can go to my website, www.danwarburton.com, or leave a message below, or share it with someone and make their day. Well done, and I'll see you in one of my future videos. If you've got an entrepreneurial friend, then make them feel special by sharing this video with them. Also, feel free to contact me about anything. And don't forget, if you're truly committed to succeed, then hit that subscribe button.